How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews back with like a little bit of resident culture up in this piece in the form of their Seerer of Visions. Yeah, this is a double IPA coming in at 8% alcohol by volume. Newish brewery. This will be the third one of 4 resident culture beers we're going to be diving into. This comes courtesy of my boy Carson. And this is a hazy double IPA hopped with Enigma, Topaz, Galaxy, and Citra. This be just a hair over a month old. Let's see if we can get this open with this wonky beat up can that the parcel service decided to beat the living shit out of. Oh, come on, baby. Come on. Oh, come to daddy. There it is. When in doubt, just shove your finger in the beer because it makes it taste better. Honestly, it just does. So yeah, Resident Culture. I've had 2 beers from them so far. Like I said, this will be the third one I'm diving into from the 4 that Carson set off, and I'm extremely curious to see how this one plays. I have one more of their beers. It's a quadruple IPA. That is a collaboration. Blah 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 blah. The other one, there was a I voted, which is a 5 and change % hazy pale, and there was a I think 7, 8.5 maybe percent. 8.6 actually, I think it was, or 8.5. Anyway, double IPA. And both of those beers came off really, really similar. They're basically orange, grapefruit, pineapple bombs. I mean, that double IPA started to warm up a little bit. It released a little bit of green, a little bit more kind of bittering. So there was a difference to it, but I'm kind of curious to see how this one comes off. Label-wise, it's cool. It's kind of your old kind of Freaks Carney style kind of artwork. Their label art is fantastic. There's one of the cans right now. I had to put it up in my little rack of fun beers because I love the label artwork so much. And yeah, it has a soft, nice haze to it. A little bit darker than what you expect from like a new school, super water nerdy, fluffy, creamy kind of hazy IPA. It's on par. Just over an index finger of infinite creaminess, kind of rocky, soapy, lacy edges with large to cascading down to smaller microscopic kind of bubbles going on. Let's get a nose. Okay, we're dealing with something a little bit different here, so I'm kind of pumped. Because it's really giving me this kind of cool, subtle, like, ranky, scallion-y thing going on. It's not necessarily, like, overt super onion, but it's got this ranky, scallion-y thing that I don't get that often on beers that kind of turns me on a crazy amount. And it is absolutely the leader in the clubhouse. A little bit of soft kind of peachiness on the other end of things. Maybe even a soft kind of melon, subtle tropical fruit kind of vibe. But it really is kind of capped by that big, relatively big, because it's not gigantic, but it's bigger than everything else, scallion-y / onion / garlicky kind of thing going on. That has me all kinds of hot and bothered. So I'm just going to dive right in. Cheers. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. See, now I'm a believer. Because I had one collab with Resident Culture with the Equilibrium. I think that might have been a Pilsner, maybe, or something of that ilk. And then I got these 4 cans from my buddy Carson. And the first 2 were absolutely fantastic. Again, that I voted that can right there. Great, but they were so similar. So I'm like, these going to be the same kind of beers over and over again? No, that is not the case. This is so ranky. Ranky, scalliony, garlicky, oniony. Makes me all sorts of happy. Makes my nipples hard, whatever you want to call it. Raise the table up a couple inches. It's just fucking awesome. I love that flavor profile so much in hazy IPA. And I rarely get it. And the odd thing about it is that when I do get it, it almost seems like a lot of breweries eventually move away from it. It used to be kind of single cuts, kind of calling card with a lot of their beers. A bunch of their beers came off this ranky-danky fucking garlic oniony thing. I rarely get any of that from any of their beers anymore. But it seems like a lot of breweries... I don't know if there's a correlation between hop crops, because, I mean, this is a lot of hops I always have. You know, Enigma, not a ton of Topaz, Galaxy and Citra. You know, it has to do with the crop. I wonder if it's a seasonal crop thing, because I seem like I get more of these ranky, oniony things in the fall, moving towards winter than anything else. But that's just a theory of mine. But it's also breweries do it for a while, and then they kind of get rid of it. I don't know why. If you threw a little bit of kind of green grassiness in this, I would just be hot and bothered to no extent. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm a very happy dude. This is a fun beers, man. Thank you very much, Carson, for sending these off. So, that leader in the clubhouse in the nose. That scallion, onion, garlic thing definitely follows through in the taste. You get this ever so slightest, gentlest little stinging of the tongue from what I assume is a little bit of hot burn. It's a month old. It's so appreciated in this kind of beer, though, because with that garlicky, scalliony thing, you kind of expect that in a real life kind of when you eat into those kind of things, so it works for me even better in this beer. The little bit of soft melon, definitely a peach characteristic. So it's peach, soft melon is pretty much the big fruited portion to show in this beer, but it's all trumped by that scalliony thing that comes off quite well. Super nice, soft, creamy mouthfeel, fluffy, creamy, what you'd expect from upper echelon kind of New England style haze. I love this beer. I love this beer to no end because that flavor profile, it's like shoot right to my heart, man. You know, I mean, you wanna get me liking your beers. I mean, these scalliony jams and Daddy be happy. Yeah, that's all I got. What do you want? It's a scallion bomb, scallion onion garlic jammer with peachy and melony notes. Great mouthfeel. Yeah. Is this one of the better double IPAs I've had? I was like, yes, absolutely. I'll put this in Mount Rushmore. Well, sure. Maybe not be the first face on a mountain. Man, I'm a sucker for the scallions. Valued availability, no idea. Carson, let me know what's what when it comes to this beer and leave you with, if you like what we like this beer. If you like the shit that came out of my mouth, obviously. But if you really do dig on that kind of onion, garlic, scallion thing, and you just find it few and far between, you're gonna get it here. I'll have to get these beer reviews up quick so people can still grab these, because this is about a month old. It's, you know, where people kind of get hesitant about buying beers. But man, if they produce this on a semi-regular tip, I would definitely buy this. I'm not a big double IPA guy, so take that for what it's worth. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers. If you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massive. If you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice little scallion jam right now. Hope to see you next time. Cheers.